Hi. So I'm going to look over Sam the Dumb Bitch's stream on the owl situation. So if you don't know, like weeks, months, it's gotta be months at this point. Owl did a stream and she talked about the report with all that. I'm not getting into it. If you know, you know. If you don't, look into it. I'm not bringing that whole mess up here. Um, but she did delete it and she said like I shouldn't have used that as a gotcha moment, like so many people do, which I also agree with. Like the way Sam and Yaba went about things was gross, but I don't know. There are so many other things to criticize them for. To keep bringing up this horrible thing that happened to someone that's not involved in the community, even if it's like not directly, like no one's mentioning names, no one's really, I don't know. I'm just not getting into all that. I just think there's other things to criticize them for, and yeah. So I have her at 1.25 speed, and yeah.
Her so much. Fauntleroy, so pumped for tonight's big event. It's almost like pay-per-view. Oh, Fauntleroy, I certainly hope that I do not let you down. Because I'll tell you what, at 6:55 a.m. this morning,
Hello.
feeling good. I was like, fuck yeah, I'm going to work. I'm going to come home. I'm going to knock these two streams out. It's going to be lit as fuck. And then I got my ass kicked at work today, and I'm very tired and I'm hot.
No one believes you actually have a job, but
So we'll see how this goes. All right. Busted can of biscuits. It's so nice to see you. Was that too loud? I feel like the volume on the mic just like really popped when I said that. And I can't control my volume sometimes. Hey, hot biscuit.
no, it's because you have a horrible shrill voice, and it sucks, and you suck. And I'm probably gonna just skip the hellos because who the fuck cares?
Reject, aka. Well, I heard that. I do not often listen to a Husseth, but I did. I was notified today that he was. Thank you so much, babe. I was notified via DM while I was at work. You're like, oh my god, Hussey's rating is going up on Yaba. So I was like, fine, send me the link. I'll listen to it while I work. And
see, I think Sam used to be kind of close with Hussey, like sending him information for court cases and all that stuff. Hussey kind of falls out with everyone, but so does Sam. So, I mean, I feel like they should be friends. They're both petty bitches who just turn on everyone eventually.
I heard that part, and I'm thinking, you idiot. That's not a flex that your attorney does not charge you for phone calls and emails. That means you have a shitty attorney. Any attorney giving any time to their client and not billing it is a shit attorney. As we
hello, Lisa Manning. Where are you? I think she does have like 1 star in her reviews, so checks out.
We'll all find out in the next stream coming up at 7:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't miss that shit, okay? It's probably going to be more exciting than this one, to be honest. And Maxwell's doing this because he thinks he can shake me down for money. That's all it is, and his hurt ego for sure. Listen, we don't. It's already 6:15. We don't have all day because we have another stream.
Yeah, hurry the fuck up.
Hey, Lisa Mitchell, nice to see you. Cramling. Can we change this on screen before you get nightmares? So sorry about that. Okay, listen, guys. I know I talked about Owl a little bit the other day on my stream, and I know I was a bit harsh. I was keeping the same energy that I've had towards Owl for quite some time now. And I'll be very honest. I mean, I let my emotions, get the better of me.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, you've always been a bitch to Owl. I think Owl has always been pretty partial, and she realized like how much you hated her, but you guys had like you would send each other information for your videos and stuff, right? But you were always a cunt to her. Like, let's be real.
Privately, the other day, she texted me. I still don't know how she got my number. Not that I care. I'm just curious who gave it to her. To circle back around to Owl and to point out to the community, right, at large, what's going on. Because sometimes everybody doesn't see everything, right? So,
yeah, see how
and
you
I don't know. I don't even know how all this happened. Like a couple days ago, in Alex and AK's in Tragic Stream, Owl shows up in chat, and she got her ass handed to her, right, front, left, and center. And I mean, she took it. She took it like a champ. I'll be real honest. I have not watched anything. I haven't really watched. No, I haven't watched anything of Owl since then. And I haven't. Okay, I watched a little bit of DC because that shit was funny. I watched it over with AK and Alex. Was it last night? Man, I don't know. My days running together. But I'm hearing, and the word out on the streets is that Owl has really been taking a beating ever since she popped up over there in Alex and AK stream and took a beating there. Right? She's being dogpiled by the Grift Gang, and I can only assume as well the fail.
Is she? Am I out of the loop? I don't think she's being dogpiled. Maybe I'm missing something, or maybe you're just lying, like normal.
Farmer friends. So, Goofy Dumb Goofy Hope Bitch, thank you so much for the super chat. Sweetie, UPS ground contracts USPS to ship, and they take it and drop it off USPS. Okay, so the UPS guy, thank you, Goofy Dumb Goofy Hope Bitch, for the super.
Oh my god, she's gonna talk about her fucking tumblers and shit forever. Okay, so I'm not dogpiled, but Tragic, or yeah, I think Tragic called Owl's mom or dad or both, whatever, and was basically like, do you know what you're, their usual bullshit of calling people's families and workplaces and telling them like, that their internet enemies are saying mean things about them and telling them to knock it off and all that usual shit. Owl did a stream, and a lot of people actually did kind of say it was weak and shitty that Owl basically was just like, it is what it is. It really hurt me, but I'm in this whole internet slap fight, like shit's gonna happen, and she knows what Tragic and all of them are like. This is what they do, so it's like not to be unexpected. It doesn't make it right. They still shouldn't just be calling people all the time. But I don't know. I think it's just people giving up on trying to make sense of what is going on in their little pea brains. So I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence with this one. I don't think Owl should apologize for anything. I think she already apologized for showing the DCS report. And other than that, like, I don't see what she did. She's not calling people's parents and being a little bitch. But I don't know. I don't know what else to say about that.
Chat. The UPS guy.
Oh my God.
In Alex's chat. She really shouldn't have showed her face there, but she did. So she took a beating.
Yeah, no one's allowed to show themselves in Alex and Tragic's chat. I went in there the other night on 3 different accounts. I barely said anything, but I got blocked every single time. And you go and you look at their chat, and it's all like people with wrenches or members. There was like nobody else in there. Nobody's allowed to say anything, even slightly oppositionary. Not the word I'm looking for. Yeah, you can't say shit. They've got such a hug box over there. For people that are so big and bad and calling people's families and doing all this shit, they are weak and thin-skinned little pussies.
And then she did. She reached out to me privately the next day via text. And I have to correct something. Okay. The other day when I was talking about it and I read that message from her when I told you guys that she said that she did it, that by it, I mean, she posted that DCS report on YouTube and normalized people talking about it and using it as a weapon in internet slap fight. I said that she had not apologized to me and Yaba, that she offered to apologize to Gina, but that she did not apologize to us. And I was wrong. She did actually apologize to us in the.
What the hell? Wow. You were wrong. I never thought I'd hear those words come out of your mouth. Also, as I remember, and I could be wrong because I am wrong a lot, I think she was mostly doing it, going over because Negs had done a stream on Rumble about it, and he was using it as he was using it as a gotcha. He was like laughing about it and like basically like, this is what you cunts deserve. So I don't think it's exactly how you're saying it went down, but again, just not something that should have been brought up at all. It's gross to me, but.
First message. So I want to set the record straight on that and clarify that. But it's obvious what I can see from what I can see. Now, I don't go on the farms. I don't read the farms. And
Yes,
people
you
send me screenshots of posts from.
Oh, you're such a liar. You and Yabba used to love the farms, and they used to speak fairly highly of you two. And then you pulled all the bullshit that you pulled. Oh, and there was like tweets from Yaba back in the day, like, you can't blame the farms for anything. They're an archiving site. But the second they started archiving your shitty behavior, they're fail farmers, they're bloggers, they're whatever the shit you say. So you liked them until they weren't, I don't know, up your ass. Because they're not up anyone's ass. They'll like someone one day, and the next day, if they do something shitty, they'll call them out on their shit. That's how it is. And that's what happened to you guys, and you're just being little bitches about it.
The farms. I don't read it. Why? Because the farms is a fucking joke. Aaliyah Alexander has single-handedly turned the Kiwi Farms into a clown show, into an absolute joke. It's nothing more than a fantasy fiction blog where.
See? No. They're just archiving your shit. And also, people talk about the farms like it is just the Death Fats thread. Like it's a big site. There's a lot of other things. If you go into other threads on like different, I don't know how to explain it. I'm really bad with all that shit. But people will actually talk shit about like the Death Fats, Hater Nation, all that. Like all those people that post in there saying like they're like, there's even infighting on different sections of the farms and how like these people are dumb and, but like the Death Fats, Hater Nation, those areas, it's just a small little cog in the machine. Like it's really just a blip. But people seem to. If you only go to that, I guess you don't know that there's, Kiwi Farms is a big place. All right?
A handful of fat, ugly losers make blog posts and talk about people they wish they could be, doing things they wish they could do, right?
Okay.
So I don't go over there. But I can only assume that Owl is taking a beating over on the farms as well. Why?
Why would you assume that if you don't read it? There have been a few posts that I've seen, yes, where they're like Owl is being weak, and I think it's really lame that she apologized and all this stuff. Yeah, they're having a few posts like that. And now the Farms is okay because they are saying shit about someone that you were fighting with. So you'll trust that and say how right they are about that. But when it comes to you and Yaba, they're fail farmer, blah, blah, blah. You're such a bitch.
Because they're making an example out of Owl.
Oh my God.
The Grift Gang and their friends, the fail farmers, are making an example out of Owl. Anybody who wants to apologize to us for that foul shit that they did to us and took part in weaponizing an absolute tragedy that, let's face it.
Okay, well, and the thing is you did it first. You weaponized it first. You already knew about what happened, and people were giving you shit for stuff, and you threw the whole, like, oh, we're grieving and put respect on this guy's name and whatever. You weaponized it first. We didn't know about what happened. You did, and you used that as like a shield to get people to back up off of your ass. So, you did it first. People came around and did it back, but did it too far, in my opinion, and won't shut the fuck up about it, which is just getting so tiresome at this point. I will agree with you there. People need to knock that shit off. It's done. We know. We all know what fucking happened. Anyway.
Centered around children. It all had to do with kids, right? It was the kid's dad who passed away, and it was children who were victimized. We don't need to rehash it again. Yeah. So what they're doing is they're sending a clear message by beating Owl down the way they are, and dogpiling her the way they are. They're sending a clear message that they're making an example out of Owl, and anybody who dares think twice and even consider apologizing to us or making it right with us, they're going to get the same treatment. So I don't know. I just want to make it very clear. Hey, Killer Kowalski, nice to see you. I do want to make it very clear because the other night when I said that Owl had not apologized to us, I really thought she had not.
Again, maybe I have to go look back. I don't think people were necessarily dogpiling her for apologizing to you and or Yaba. It was after the phone calls to her parents, and then she was like back down and basically apologized for being involved in the fuck shit, and how she was like, she knew it was gonna happen, or it was whatever, and like kind of showing weakness, I guess. I think that's what people were. I don't think anyone gives a fuck who apologizes to you. You guys don't deserve an apology, but AK, Tragic, basically all of the like, they don't. I don't know how to explain this. Anyway, I'm just gonna keep going.
Apologize to us. It was in the first message that she sent me. I'll be honest, I kind of skimmed it over pretty quickly. And there was a lot of back and forth dialogue between us, and it really did kind of leave a bad taste in my mouth when it was all said and done afterwards, because I missed her apology. So I just want to make it clear that she did apologize to us. I do believe that Owl that her apology was sincere. Is it possible that Owl was only apologizing out of fear for what legal consequences she might suffer because of her actions and her choices? Possibly. But anyway, about it, I believe that Owl's apology was sincere, and I don't feel like she deserves to be dogpiled by the people who are doing that to her. My chat disconnected. Am I still here? I'm pretty sure I am. Okay, reconnected now. I hope I didn't lose you guys. Bunny says Owl is a meddling ass meddler. Fear. Totally out of fear. I am back. Okay, you hear me good. Good. Whoever doesn't push their narrative, they go real life on. Douche recently pushed Alex's mom's info on that site, and she has been in the hospital fighting for her life. Not shocked at all.
I don't know who this is, but this asshole talking about people going real life is hysterical to me, considering who she's aligned herself with. Like, fucking hell. No self-awareness in this space.
Exactly, Alex. We know what we know why they're doing it. They're setting an example. Exactly. Severe microphone issues by proxy. No shit. I mean, like I said, I do.
What do you mean? I'm sorry. What do you mean setting an example so anyone who apologizes to you is going to be dog? No one's apologizing to you for anything because no one did shit to you. You guys are the instigators of all this shit. You treated people like garbage. You turned your back on people. You did all this shit. Why should anyone apologize to you? Owl had one legitimate reason to apologize. Shouldn't have done a stream involving that shit. Anyone else? I don't think anyone else like showed the DCS report. And no, you guys don't deserve an apology from anyone. You should apologize to people.
Find it interesting, and maybe I've missed something. Maybe there's a disconnect. I'm not really sure.
Probably.
I mean, obviously, it's hard for me to really say everything I want to say because there are some people and players involved that I really should not be talking about online, if you get what I mean, right?
Right. Yeah.
Tally420, thank you so much for the super chat. Al has her own agenda. I don't feel a shred of sympathy. She needs to fuck right off. Bye, bitch. Tally, you are so stone cold. Thank you so much for the super chat.
Okay, so forgive her or don't. Because you say you accept her apology, but you're still gonna entertain these comments, and we know this is not gonna be your last thing that you say about Owl. This is your, like, we accept your apology and being a smug ass bitch, but you're not gonna move on. So you're gonna sit here and talk about people hounding people and going real life and just being petty bitches. But this is who you are. So, I mean, we'll see. We'll see how much you keep yapping your stupid fucking mouth about it.
I appreciate you. I mean, I get that. I get where you're coming from. I do. Al came into chat to save herself. You think so, Bunny? I'm actually surprised. I don't think she's blocked on my channel. I'm surprised she hasn't come into my chat. Who? I mean, that she goes in everyone's chat. So she goes over there in the bodega. She goes over there on DC's channel, but she won't come in here, which I find interesting. Screw an apology. Kids are off limits. Kids that have been abused and traumatized are not internet bullshit. Fatty Jean, look, listen, I get it. My knee-jerk reaction is always fuck your apology, choke and die on it, right? But luckily for everybody, and myself included, I am married to a woman who it has such a big heart, and she is just so full of kindness and grace, believe it or not. Believe what you want to believe, but she really is. Yaba says, regardless, the point stands if people want to make right from that side, they've set a precedent. Exactly. That's the whole point, is that this isn't, it's not about how we feel about Owl over here and what she did or didn't do or whatever. If Owl, you know, I mean, she went out of her way to reach out to me and Yaba privately, to talk to us privately. Am I happy with the excuse that she gave, the reason she gave, that she was mad because I said she burned her trailer down? No, I'm not happy with that. Do I think it's bullshit?
Yeah, you also said she fucks her dog. You've said a lot of stuff. Did you apologize for that? Just wondering. Also, I feel like this is a bunch of bullshit on your side because you are a sneaky, manipulative. My words are great. You know, you are what you are. I feel like this is just a way of, because people are a little annoyed at Owl right now. I don't think people are like turning their back on her in droves or anything. But by you doing this and saying like, oh, we forgive you, and making it seem like you're cool with her, because so many people do hate you and Yaba, that this, you accepting her apology and being like smoothing things over, is going to make other people turn their back on Owl, like hardcore. So I feel like this is all just a big fat ruse.
Probably. But she, what are you going to do? Right. But the point is that the reason why Owl is getting dogpiled the way she is simply because the Griff Gang and their failed farmer friends want to make a point and make an example out of Owl, that if anybody dare even consider apologizing to us or making things right with us, this is the treatment you're going to get.
See? Am I right?
And I just think that's sick. And that is how Belinda and Gigi and their failed farmer friends, that's how they've operated all along. They dogpile you, and they make, other people, I mean, they just, what's the word for it? Exactly. Hold on, wait, I need to put that on the board. Let me find it. Oh, I'm never going to find it. Give me a second. Because I want to put that on the board for sure.
And also, that's not true. Belinda and Gigi have apologized to people or squashed beefs with people that other people don't like. Or Negs, for instance. Like, I don't fucking like Negs, but what's done is done. Like, I'm not trying to get into all that again. Like, I'm gonna keep fighting with this guy. I feel like there's someone else that I can't think of right now. Yeah, they apologize when they need to apologize. No one's apologizing to you two because you don't deserve it. And they don't really, whatever. Yeah.
Okay, here she says, Yaba said, oh shit, Yaba said it doesn't mean we have to be best friends, which we won't be. You guys aren't going to see me over in Owl's chat, or even, I mean, do I want Owl participating over here? No, not necessarily. Listen, I've known Owl for a long fucking time. Wicked Crafter, thank you so much for the super chat. If we can make peace with the bodega, exactly, Wicked Crafter, excellent point, thank you.
Did they apologize to you for threatening to smash your kids' heads in with bricks? Did they apologize? Or you're just buddy-buddy with them because they do your dirty work? There's a difference.
I've known Owl for a long time, okay? And I've never really liked Owl, and there's been no secret about that, okay?
Yeah,
in fact, that's kind of why I think Owl took the opportunity when she did last December, when all that shit with Belinda went down, with the whole fundraiser thing, and you guys remember. I think that that is exactly why, I think the reason why Owl took that opportunity to join that bandwagon is because I've always been very hard on Owl. Exactly, girly pop, Owl flip-flops. And I used to make it everywhere I went. I would always, whenever Owl's name would be brought up, I would call her a flip-flopping ass bitch, because she is a flip-flopping ass bitch. She always has been, always will be. Fauntleroy, thank you so much for this.
Oh, this is exhausting. Yeah, you would try to be kind of nice to her and play nice, but you were always really such a bitch to her. And then after the fundraiser thing, you came into her chat spouting a bunch of shit, and she was like, you know what? That's it. Like, I'm done here with you. I'm not going to try to play nice with you anymore because you've always been a bitch to me, and I've always tried to be civil with you, but you won't stop. You won't stop this shit, and it's getting worse. So she had enough. She hit her breaking point with you, and she wasn't going to play nice anymore. That's it.
Super chat, trust but verify. If she wants to make peace, accept but keep a distance. I mean, listen, all I'm saying is that Yaba and I do accept her apology, okay? Because it takes a lot. Come on, guys, seriously, put yourself in her shoes. Not only is she a member of the community, but she is also a creator. And she knew very well and good. Lori, thank you for the super chat, by the way. Al knew very good and well that apologizing to us, even privately, was going to put a target on her back. Exactly. She knew exactly the target she was going to put on her back.
So what does that say about you two? Really? That just apologizing to you for anything is going to put a target on their back, because so many people in this community dislike you because of what you have done up until this. Like, what does that say about you? Can you think inward a little bit and ask yourself, why does apologizing to me put a target on that person's back? Because you two are fucking awful.
Online. And she, you know, she still did that. And so I do have some respect for her for that. Tally, thank you. Tally says, I see the bigger picture, which makes sense. I choose not to like her forever. She is a low-class human. I mean, listen, I still don't like Owl. I'm never going to like Owl. I'm always going to think she's a flip-flopping ass bitch because she is, okay? I've known Owl since 2017. Not all, that's another thing. I want to, Bunny, you're absolutely right. Owl knew better than to get involved, and she did, and now look where it's landed her. But why? Why has it landed her here? Because these are the tactics of the Grift Gang and their failed farmer friends. And it is these tactics that have literally destroyed communities, destroyed people, landed people in court. You know, P-Day says, I'll keep my thoughts to myself on the matter. I mean, listen, you guys, like I said, I'm not saying that I'm friends with Owl or whatever would be, okay? Nikita says, Owl is friends with Hessie and Gigi. I would not trust her. I don't trust her either. All I'm saying is you guys have to at least consider the fact that Owl knew the target she was putting on her back by trying to apologize and make right on that. If you go against the farms, you're a target for them. Exactly. And who are the farms? The Grift Gang and their friends. Apocalypse Gravy Girl, I wouldn't have to apologize for doing something like this because this was dragging a 4-year-old through the mud and along mud at you guys. Fuck that. Enjoy your bed, Owl. AK says, I agree that Owl knew who she was getting involved with and that she's a flip-flopper who purposely lies about us for her own entertainment, money, and drama. That's very true.
She doesn't lie about anyone. She just covers the bullshit. And again, this is getting boring. I'm going to skip along. I don't know. This is annoying to watch. Anything anyone says about you when it's documented, like they'll be covering a stream, something you said, and like, oh, you're lying about me. It's like, just because you say some shit, I don't even know. I gotta skip.
Yes, Peppermint Pixie. Owl is the one that covered Letitia, Colin, yes, and Trisha. And that's another reason I'll never fucking like Owl. I'm not coming out. Listen, maybe I set the wrong tone at the beginning. I am by no means coming to my audience, my supporters, my chat, you all, this community. By no means am I coming to you and saying, you guys, listen, she apologized. We accept her apology. I think we should start being friends with Al again. No, that's not what I'm saying. Nikki says, Al fucked up. Al's being dogpiled because of partially admitting her liability. Thinks she only did that and risked the attack because she was more involved than is currently confirmed. You think so, Nikki?
Okay, so again, I think you're doing all of this. You don't give a shit about her apology. I don't think you really care about smoothing things over. This is a way to, I don't know, not publicly shame Owl, but like, you know that people are not responding to her latest stream well. And you're just using this as like a gotcha moment to her. And like, look how much of a weak bitch she is, but we accept her apology. It's fine.
Yes, Bunny, I know how you are. Hold on, Yaba said Owl is not welcome here, but we don't have to continue to beat her up over that situation. Exactly, because continuing to beat Owl up over that situation only serves the purpose of continuing to keep that situation as fuel for whatever content. And we just want that shit to die like it should have, right? Peppermint Pixie, what did she do? Something that really, truly, listen, really, truly, she probably shouldn't have been forgiven for, okay? And I'm not saying, I don't know, whatever. Something that an I'm sorry probably doesn't cover. But, I mean, listen, what's the point? Chins Watch the Crime, thank you so much for being a member for 4 months. Y'all are my priority. I have my people and I'm going to stand by them. Thank you so much. Exactly. Forgiveness is different than moving on. Exactly. I just feel like, listen, if Owl wants to stick her neck out and put that target on her back, She knew what she was going to get when she tried to make good with us on that and apologize for that. And if that's where she is with it, then yes, we want to move on to. Oh, hold on a second.
All right, I think I'm done here. I'm just gonna see if there's anything.
Thank you so much for this super chat. On just too stupid to realize what she did, and now Griff Gang is trying to close ranks to protect themselves from consequences. I mean, that is very possible, at least to a degree or an extent, for sure. Yamano. I mean, don't get me wrong. Owl is really stupid, and she does do stupid things.
Jesus Christ! You just can't help yourself. You're such a bitch.
All on her own, you know. All we wanted was for the lies that damage our real lives to stop. It's really not that big of an ask. Exactly. What did Alex say before that?
Oh, stop it. Alex with her victim bullshit. We just want them to stop. We just want them to stop. You guys do like 2-hour live streams every night, picking and poking at people that you say you want them to leave you alone, but then you're just constant. I'm just repeating myself here. You guys suck. You guys suck so much.
I just don't think any of us want beef. There's enough people to worry about as long as she stopped lying. Exactly. And Al, you know you're a big fat liar. You know you said a lot of lies, especially about AK, that have been damaging to her personally and legally.
What lies? I don't think anyone's ever said what she lied about. They just don't like what she has to say because it's true and it's shitty and they're shitty people and it's on display. And they don't like that. But they won't, log the fuck off and get real jobs. So here we are.
This was big, guys. I don't want to have to see Al around here and constantly be reminded about that shit. Exactly. We just want to move on.
Yep.
Oh, sure, thanks, babe. I appreciate you. I love you so much.
Sure, this will be the last thing you guys say about
Bunny
it.
says Al knows fuck all about integrity. I also, listen, it is also, okay, not lost on us that this apology from Al came the day after her mommy received a voicemail, okay?
Oh, here we go.
Saucy Breer says she's looking out for herself. Listen, I'm not saying any of you are wrong in your feelings and thoughts about this at all. All I'm saying is I do not want to see yet anybody, I don't care who it is, I don't want to see these tactics that the Grift Gang and the Fail Farmers use of dogpiling people. Literally, Gigi said it himself out of his own fucking mouth on one of Peanut's streams like last week or something, that he loses interest in his targets once they have been beat down into the ground and they're on the mat and they have nothing else left. That's when he loses interest. I don't want to see that.
It's not what he said, but okay.
Continue. There's no reason for that. What fun is that, right? If we just go around and just beat everyone down into oblivion and
like you did with Callie. You ran her off the internet and you bragged about it. And then, a year or two later when all the dust settled, you blame that on Gigi. You said he ran Callie off the internet. No, he used to cover her. And once it became pretty clear that Callie was mentally ill, he didn't want to talk about her anymore. So he stopped. You, however, kept going and going and going and made so many streams about her. And then she left. You did it. You bragged about it. But here we are, lying.
Destroy their real lives. Who's doing that?
You.
Since when is that what any of us are here for?
You and you in the whole bodega. That's what you do.
That's what the Grift Gang and the Fail Farmers are here for. And that's why there's a line in the sand between us and them. Crazy Cat Lady, thank you so much for being a member for 19 months. Forever Basic Betty, you shall be.
Okay.
There's no point keeping enemies. It doesn't mean that we all become friends. It's just some BS. Let go. Exactly. Thank you.
You live for having enemies. You live off the drama. You're a fucking emotional vampire. This is what you love and you live for. Without it, what are you doing? You constantly need someone to be fighting with. Emotional vampire.
I'm stealing put that on the board. Thank you. I appreciate you. Hey, DG, I saw you sneak in. Where'd you go? You're and alone. He's using it to throw laughing emojis in the chat. Hey, recall, I think it was back in 2018, we saw the email, the long apology email that Owl sent to Trisha back then. And then she turned around and went right back to doing the same shit to Trisha she always did. Catalina, thank you so much for the super chat. Y'all were harmed, so I'll follow your lead. But Owl, you knew you were wrong. You're a mother. Stop attacking the most vulnerable people for content. And really, truly, that's the most important part, Catalina. And thank you for saying that. Owl, stop attacking the most vulnerable people for your content. It's not necessary. It's not. Leave Trisha alone.
Yeah, leave Trisha alone. Poor Trish. Trish is a fucking... she sucks. She's a mental case. Yeah, she's got problems. But again, just another person that needs to log off, get a real fucking job, get off the internet. And we know that you just have like a huge lady boner for Trisha, so you're going to support her no matter what. Yaba should be jealous because we know Sam. If you were really gay for anyone, it would be Trisha. So
leave Leticia alone. Who else is it that is extremely
she doesn't cover
vulnerable
her anymore?
That she uses for content, and she should knock it the fuck off. I used to have a list. I don't have it anymore. I can't think of the other people, but there's a long list of severely mentally ill, vulnerable people who, that's our favorite content, and it's really kind of sick. Hold on. Yaba says that Snippy has gained weight. He never should have gone off the job. I heard Hussey say today that Snippy was getting a haircut and he was getting his beard done. Oh my God, babe, can you send me a screenshot?
All right, we're done. That was long enough, and oof. All right, so I think that's going to be the last Sam stream I cover. I can't stand her shrill, smug bitch voice. I just wanted to see what she had to say about Owl, because I did watch that stream. I saw people's feedback. I just kind of wanted to catch up, but it was so boring to listen to respond to go over and try to edit things. Like, this has been too much. But like, comment, subscribe. Bye.